It's not that you're terrible on camera. It's that you're overthinking it. Hey there, my name is Brad Wright. I am the founder of BW Media, or Brad Wright Media. I specialize in helping small businesses make the most out of each and every video they make. And that's really the point of this channel, to help you create videos that will grow your business and attract new customers. So if that's something that interests you, I'd love for you to go ahead and subscribe. All right, so now on to the reason why you're watching this video. Most people do not like being on camera for any reason whatsoever, especially for social media videos. It is not something that is really a natural thing to do. I, for instance, am not a person who enjoys being on camera. I would much rather be behind the camera or in the editing booth. Fact is, we live in a world that is absolutely obsessed with video. It is inescapable. If you want to connect with your audience, you need to have video as part of your marketing plan. And as part of that, you're going to need to be comfortable being on camera. And that is more important now than it's ever been. Because here's another fact, is that whatever service or product that you offer, there's probably dozens, if not hundreds of other people in your community that offer that same service or that same product. So when people are looking for your particular service or product, they have a large variety of choices. What they're really looking for is someone that they can trust, that they can build an authentic relationship with. I mean, the honest truth is, the consumer can cut you out completely, order it online, have it on their doorstep. They don't have to interact with another person at all. But when they're choosing to come to you, to interact with you, and to buy from you, it's because they want that human relationship. That is why it is so important to be comfortable on camera and to be able to create these videos that connect with your audience. So in this video, we're going to go over 5 tips that will help you become more comfortable on camera. Now, these are by no means magic bullets, but they will help you get to the point where your stomach is not turned into knots every time you have to sit in front of the camera and hit record. Tip number 1, relax. Now, we're going to start off with probably the most important tip of all. Because if you're sitting in front of the camera and you're tense and you're wound up, the audience can tell. The audience can feel the nervousness and the anxiety. So before you start recording, take some time while you're not sitting in front of the camera to relax, to get to that place where you're calm, you're thinking clearly. A good way to do that is meditation, some breathing exercises, reading a book, whatever gets you to that calm place. Listen to some yacht rock, whatever does it. You just need to be in that calm, relaxed state of mind so that when you're in front of the camera, you're engaging and you're not stressed out and you're not stressing out your audience. Tip number 2, don't memorize your script. And this is one of those tips that I struggle with myself. When you're on camera, you feel like you need to be absolutely perfect, you need to be rehearsed. The fact is that when you try to memorize a script and you're trying to read from a teleprompter especially, it comes off as stiff. And the audience knows that they know exactly what you're doing. They're very savvy and they understand, they can tell, they can see your eyes. You're not speaking authentically. Now, if you want to make some notes beforehand to use as a reference, that's totally fine. But you also just need to remember you're the expert in your field. This is stuff you talk about every single day. You know what you're doing, so have faith in yourself. Tip number 3, it's okay to mess up. This is another one of those tips that I struggle to adhere to myself. I come from a background in broadcast where everything is very highly produced. We go out of our way to ensure that there are no mess ups, there are no stumbles, especially if it's not live, if it's being recorded. We will go over and over until we get that take absolutely perfect. The great thing is, when it comes to social media, all that goes out the window. People don't want perfection, especially in the world of AI right now, where they're so used to seeing these perfect, flawless videos. It triggers a reaction. They're suspicious. They want authenticity. So what if your video is a little bit out of focus, or your background isn't exactly perfect, or you say the wrong thing, you stumble, you stutter? Just roll with it. It's not a big deal. The viewer will accept it. In fact, that makes the viewer feel more comfortable. It makes them feel like, hey, I'm watching an actual human being, and it helps them connect to you. So don't worry about the stumbles. Worry about connecting with your audience and communicating that message as clearly as you can. Tip number 4, imagine you're speaking to a customer. Now, when you sit down to record one of these videos that you hope is going to get hundreds, thousands, if not millions of views, it's easy to get caught up in the idea that you're speaking to the entire world, when you want to be focused on doing the exact opposite. You want to be focused on that one customer out there that you're trying to convince to purchase your product or service. Now, speaking with customers, again, as I've mentioned previously, is something you've done many, many times in the past. That is something that is natural, that feels normal. So when you're in front of the camera, you need to get into that mentality. You're not speaking to the entire world, you're speaking to your customer. And the final tip is practice. Now, for those of you who play sports, play golf, the first time you probably picked up a golf club, you most likely were absolutely terrible. I know I was.
Why didn't you just go home? That's your home!
And for some of you, you may have sworn that you were never going to ever pick up another golf club as long as you live, which is exactly what I did. But for those of you who have continued to stick with golf, unless you were born a child prodigy, you most likely had to play repeatedly, over and over, learning from your mistakes and eventually getting better at the game. Recording video and being on camera is absolutely no different. The first time you do it, you're gonna be bad. It's about constant practice. Every time I sit down in front of the camera, I view it as another round of practice. As I said, this is not where I'm comfortable. I am comfortable behind the camera. I am comfortable in the editing suite. I don't like doing this myself. But as I said before, it is so important to be able to effectively connect with your customer through video. And the best way to do that is practice, doing it over and over and over. Don't worry about views, likes. Don't even worry about how the video itself looks. It might be poorly lit. It doesn't matter. Just do it. All right, so those are the 5 tips I have for being more comfortable in front of the camera. They are tips that I need to follow myself. But as I said, the more you do it, the better you're going to be. And if you have any questions about creating social media videos, please feel free to reach out. And also, anybody out there, I would love to hear from you as far as what is the most nerve-wracking or difficult part of speaking on camera. Like I said, all 5 of these tips definitely apply to me. So I would love to hear what is the biggest challenge for you. Until next time, thanks again.